Smiles and bonhomie may be on display at the G7 summit in France, but bubbling tensions quickly surfaced on Sunday. It was the first day of talks in Biarritz, set against a backdrop of worries over a global economic downturn and disunity on a range of matters. One such area, Iran. European leaders have been trying to quell a confrontation between Washington and Tehran since the US withdrew from the Iran nuclear deal. Late on Saturday, G7 leaders agreed French President Emmanuel Macron should hold talks and pass on messages to Iran. But Donald Trump pushed back, saying he hadn't signed off a statement Macron intends to give on the subject. In a surprise move, Iran's foreign minister arrived in Biarritz on Sunday, though a senior Iranian official said he had no plans to hold talks with Trump or any member of the US delegation. Before leaving Washington, Trump stepped up his trade dispute with China. And at a meeting with UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, Trump said his allies respect the tariff war.
Mr. President, are your allies pressuring you to give up the trade war with China?
No.
Sat across the table, Johnson, who is keen to keep the US on side for a trade deal after Brexit, offered a dissenting view.
But just to register the faint sheep-like note of our view on the trade war, we're in trade with trade peace on the whole.
Johnson also met with EU Council President Donald Tusk, just a day after they sparred over who would be to blame if the UK leaves the EU without a deal at the end of October.
A demonstration of the closeness of the UK to our European friends, which will persist beyond October the 31st, whatever happens.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
That's the spirit.
A British official said Johnson told Tusk the UK would leave the EU on October the 31st, whatever the circumstances. An EU official said the meeting largely restated known positions. And the tensions are not just confined to Biarritz. In the neighbouring city of Bayonne, protesters marched with 125 official portraits of Macron, stolen from town halls over the past 3 months. They were carried upside down in defiance of Macron's policies on issues like climate change and social justice, and to emphasise that what's put on display may not live up to reality.